Hey, what's good, everybody? Thank you again for tuning in for another video. Now, we've had a couple weeks off because we had some cancellations due to some extreme smoke and some extreme heat in the area, but it's finally one of the events that I circled on my calendar because it is the Hornet Nationals and Meet the Drivers Night at Proctor Speedway. So let's get this car cleaned up, loaded up, and head to the track. Now, I think I'm going to have a pretty good group of supporters of mine and friends and family that are going to show up here at the race tonight. We got some candy thanks to Jamie Fossum and Fossum Plumbing and Heating, and then thanks to Adam Shin's girlfriend Trin for making these really badass hero cards that I'm going to hand out as well. So looking forward to getting up there and seeing what we got for them tonight, and hopefully walk away with a win. We'll never know. Let's see. So the car cleaned up pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Now the sponsors can look nice and pretty out in the Meet the Drivers Night in front of all the fans and kids. But I also went ahead and strapped down my go-kart since Black River Motorsports Park and Proctor Speedway are in close proximity to each other. Figured it's nice to try to promote that track as well and then get some more exposure to the people at Proctor. Alright, so as you can see, we made it up here to the Proctor KME Speedway. The track looks good today. It shouldn't be too dried up and slick, so hopefully it's going to be just a little bit hammered down, but if it is going to be slick, my car is good for that too. So they did a good job on repairing the track from a couple weeks ago, and then obviously we had some heat, and then we had some extreme smoke in the area, so it's probably been 3 weeks since we were out here racing, but looks like we got a full field of cars, so it should be a good race and a good show for the fans. Alright, so we finally have some luck with the draw bug, and we were able to draw number 10, so that should put us starting on the front row of a heat somewhere. So hopefully we can maintain and then get a good redraw for the main event, start up front and stay out of the chaos.
Hornet Nationals underway here at Proctor Speedway. Thanks for coming out and joining us here on a Sunday night as Nick Ruzich going to take the early lead. And row number 8 in the 413 from Staples, that is Hunter Carlson. And the 35 from Duluth is Kyle Ledoux. 20 laps for the Hornet Nationals. Brady Fosso going to take the early lead down the backstretch. Right behind him is a 2X of Nathan Penny. Lap 1 will go to Fosso. Penny second. Sheldy in the 2-1-8, the 9 of Nick Ruzich, and the 25 of McKenna Folstead. Now to the outside of Sheldy goes Zeb Graves in that 31. Also, Dakota Larson wants in on this race up front. He's in that white and green 26. Fosso continues to lead. Penny second. Then they're bunched up behind him 3 wide right now for 5th, 6th, and 7th. McKenna Folstead. That is the 26 of Dakota Larson and the 31 of Zeb Graves. Fosso, who won last night, picked up $1,000 for the win in Hibbing. Nathan Penny looks to his inside down the front stretch. Fosso just a little bit faster. Now Penny to his inside. They'll be side by side out of turn 2. Penny with just a nose lead going into turn 3. 16 remain. Dakota Larson with a good start. Also Nick Ruzich, they'll both get past Aston Sheldy. Kyle Ledoux started all the way in the back, has worked his way up into that pack right behind McKenna Folstead. He is in the 35 car. Fossum now has got Dakota Larson in the 26 and the 2 of Nathan Penny right on his tail. Dakota Larson goes to the middle of the track. Nathan Penny follows him around, 3 wide down the front stretch. Fosso cuts him off, and Fosso is dragging his rear bumper now. Now his tire comes off. Brady Fosso's tire comes off and he goes into the ditch there on the backstretch. Got a little loose here in turns 1 and 2. And the tire comes off of Brady Fosso's car. And the 35 of Kyle Ledoux, who started on the back row, is already up into that third row. We'll try it again. 6 in, 14 remain. Aston Shelby gets a little loose between turns 1 and 2, and that makes room for Kyle Ledoux. Ledoux started 16th in the field. Right now, I would imagine up for our Hard Charger Award. Up into 4th. And now we've got the 69 of Madison Olson, who goes into the infield. Green flag out, 14 remain. Nathan Penny, the good restart, but here comes Dakota Larson in that 26N. Nick Ruzich right behind him in the 9. And the 35 of Kyle Ledoux. Dakota Larson. Nathan Penny, side by side. Penny, just a nose lead into turn 3. Down the front stretch, looks like we've got a new leader in the 26N of Dakota Larson. Not by much. They are still side by side down the backstretch. Nick Ruzich is in the 9 watching him, so is the 35 of Kyle Ledoux. Aston Sheldy is in the 2 and 8, and McKenna Folstead in the silver 25. Those are your top 6. McKenna Folstead going to get past Aston Sheldy, but your leaders, the 2 of Nathan Penny and the 26N of Dakota Larson, have been going side by side for quite some time, as we've got a car who spins out and goes into the infield. That's Connor Danielko out of Slate River, Ontario. Green flag is out for Dakota Larson, your new leader. Nick Ruzich going to follow him around, trying to pull up alongside of Nathan Penny. Penny wants back up alongside of the 26N of Dakota Larson. Side by side at the start-finish line, it is Dakota Larson by a nose. Penny now by a new nose down the backstretch. Nick Ruzich right behind him. Penny now gets in front of Dakota Larson. Larson, 2 feature wins this year over at the Gondik Law Speedway in Superior. Last feature win here coming back in 2024. Nathan Penny continues to lead. Dakota Larson, Nick Ruzich. Nathan Penny, 6 feature wins this year, just 1 here in Proctor. Got wins in Superior, Hibbing, and 3 in Ogilvie. Picked up a win here back on June 7th. Number of folks contributing to the hard charger, which right now I would assume would go to the 35 of Kyle Ledoux, who started 16th and is up into 4th. Now, in fact, it's pretty easy to figure out because he started dead last, and so there's no one that started even close to him that is up near where he is. Four remain for Nathan Penny. Extending his lead a little bit over Dakota Larson. Nick Ruzich now going to pull up alongside of Dakota Larson and take that second spot away from Dakota. Two laps remain for Nathan Penny. And problems for Madison Olson on the backstretch, and that will bring out another caution. Two and a half laps to go for Nathan Penny. We are down to a 2-lap shootout. White flag will be out this time for the driver from South Range. Six feature wins already this year for the 2X. Battle still up for second. Your winner from South Range will be Nathan Penny. He was followed by the 26N of Dakota Larson. Then we saw the 35 of Kyle Ledoux. Kyle Ledoux winning our Hard Charger Award as he started 16th on the very tail and ends up in third. They were followed by Nick Ruzich, then the 218 of Aston Sheldy, the 25 of McKenna Folstead, and the 11E of Emma Nelson.
Kyle, we pretty much started you down in St. Paul, and you managed to squeak away with the third place finish. You got to be pretty excited just about that.
Yeah, so the draw bug didn't bite me today, and I was supposed to start first in that heat race, but I thought we were going to run hot laps and not go straight into the heat races, so driver put us behind, so I was on a mission to try to get up here and do the best I can. So car handled great, track conditions were great. Got to thank everybody at Proctor Speedway for putting this stuff on, and you, Hunter, for helping raise the money for this type of stuff. Got to thank Jace, who's sitting over there in turn 3, for helping me get this car and get it built. Fossum Plumbing and Heating, Westview Services, Duke Boys Towing. They got me the tires that I needed to get the job done. After Hours, AJ Shin for getting all the decal work done. Discount Mattress and Furniture out in Duluth. So, and be sure to check me out on YouTube, LFR35 Vlogs.
Well, once again, congratulations, Kyle. Your third place finisher, Kyle Ledoux.
And congratulations, Kyle Ledoux takes home some extra money. Our Hard Charger Awards were sponsored by Benji Pearson and Jim Sauls, and going from 16th to 3rd, your Hard Charger to Kyle Ledoux.
So I don't think there's anybody on this property that's more surprised than I am. A lot has gone down since the last shot that you saw out on the Meet the Drivers night. What I originally thought was that we were going to do hot laps after the Meet the Drivers night, and I normally never do hot laps. So my buddy Jace calls me and says, hey man, you're supposed to be out there right now. You're starting on the pin for heat race number 1. So I stepped on my toes. We had to start dead last in the feature race. And slowly but surely we were able to get our way up to a top 3 finish. It was tight at the end. We had a caution with 2 to go, so that set up a green-white checkered. And I was able to get 1 spot. Maybe another lap or 2 could add another one. Everything in tech went well, so we're all set to go there. Hard Charger Award, top 3 finish, 16th to 3rd. I'll take it. Was not expecting it. Happy with it. Big thank you to everybody that makes this happen. Jace with UNKS Racing, Jamie with Fossum Plumbing and Heating, Vanessa with Westview Services, Tony over at Discount Mattress and Furniture, Adam Shin with After Hours, Darren and Mikey over at Duke Boys Incorporated for hooking me up with the tires. Wow, what a whirlwind of emotions. Long day, ready to get the paycheck and go home. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. And also a big thank you to the Lake Superior RC Club over just across the way in Proctor here for hooking up the top 3 finishers with some RC cars. Definitely appreciate this.